Hello dear students, my name is Dr. Vaishali Ghai and the name of this channel is Tricks by Chemistry Guru. So today in continuation with chapter 2, we'll talk about the particle nature of EMR and here we'll discuss about the black body radiation. In previous topic I told you about the wave theory. Wave theory we know that it could explain successfully about interference and diffraction but was not able to explain about the black body radiation. The phenomena about black body radiation, that means the nature of emission of radiation from black body or hot bodies. So we consider about the black body radiation in this chapter. When we talk about this black body radiation, it was Max Planck who for the very first time in 1900 give an explanation about this black body radiation. He said that an ideal body is a perfect absorber and emitter of radiation, and we call such ideal body as black body. And whatever be the radiation emitted by this black body, we call it as black body radiation. So we know that when such a body is heated, this object, any object or black body is heated. Say I'll take any black body. It is heated. On heating, what we'll observe? It emits radiation. It emits radiation. So how does it explain the particle nature? So it emits radiation over a wide range of wavelength. For example, suppose you take any iron rod and you keep it in the furnace, you heat it in the furnace. Initially it changes to dull red. Further on increasing the temperature, it becomes more and more red. That means its intensity increases. The color becomes more brighter and darker as the temperature increases. If we further increase the temperature, the radiation emitted becomes white and then it changes into blue with increase in temperature. What does it mean? In terms of frequency, it means that the radiation emitted goes from lower frequency to higher frequency. That means as we increase the temperature, it changes in color. So in terms of frequency, I could say that on heating, and its radiation changes from lower frequency to higher frequency. That means red color which lies in low frequency and the blue color which lies in higher frequency. So it changes its color from red to blue. That means it changes its frequency from lower side to higher side. Now the exact frequency distribution. That means if I plot a curve between intensity and wavelength. If I'll take intensity, let me write this way. We say that with a decrease in wavelength, it first increases, reaches a maximum and then further decrease in wavelength. Wavelength decrease हो रही है, temperature constant है, intensity increase हो रही है, reaches a maximum and then decreases. So decrease in wavelength is observed. What do we come to conclude from this experiment? It says about that the Max Planck gives an explanation about this behavior. He said that atoms and molecules, atoms or molecules or both, could emit or absorb energy. They either emit or absorb energy only in discrete quantities. That means not continuously, discrete quantity. So Planck called this packet as quantum. It is the smallest quantity of energy that can be emitted or absorbed in the form of electromagnetic radiation. So what is the conclusion? So I can say that energy is directly proportional to frequency. That means E is equals to h nu, where h is a Planck's constant. And nu is related with wavelength in this way, hc mu is equals to c by lambda. Or I can write 1 by lambda is nu bar. So we may have these formulae. Basically, it was observed by Planck that the smallest quantity of energy in terms of quantum has been emitted or absorbed in the form of electromagnetic radiation. So energy is proportional to nu, nu is frequency. Removing the proportionality sign, we have a constant, h Planck's constant. Nu is equals to c by lambda. C is velocity of light, lambda is wavelength, and 1 upon lambda we know that nu bar. Nu bar is 1 by lambda. Nu bar is wave number. Wave number is reciprocal of wavelength. Previous video I have told you. So this Planck's constant, this proportionality constant has a value of 6.626 into 10 is per minus 34 joules second. According to this Planck's theory, we can say that energy always emitted in the integral multiple of h nu. That means, like energy जो emit होगी वो होगी या तो h nu या 2h nu or 3h nu or 4h nu and so on. He could not explain why energy should be quantized in this manner, but he explains the distribution of intensity of radiation from a black body it depends on the frequency. So what basically Planck's theory says that each radiation is associated with definite amount of energy, and we call that energy as radiant energy. What it says, let me write those points. So Planck's theory says that, first point, that each radiation is associated with definite amount of energy, and we call this energy as radiant energy. Now this radiant energy, ये जो energy release हो रही है, it is either emitted or absorbed discontinuously. Discontinuously means emission या absorption जो हो रहा है वो एक continuous form में नहीं हो रहा, टूट के हो रहा है, particle form में हो रहा है, wave form में नहीं हो रहा. Either they absorbed or emitted discontinuously in the form of quanta. Quanta is the plural of quantum, and quantum is a small packet of energy. Each packet of energy is called quantum, which has a definite amount of energy. Okay, in the case of light, we call this quantum as photon. This quantum will be replaced by the term photon in the case of light. And last is energy associated with this quantum is proportional to the frequency of radiation, जो अभी हमने formula पढ़ा, and the energy emitted or absorbed by a body is always an integral multiple of h nu, where n is equals to 1, 2, 3, etc. So, if I give you one question, I want this answer in the comment section. What is the number of photon of light with wavelength 300 nanometer that provide 2 joules of energy? So you are supposed to find the number of photons. This you are supposed to find. Find the number of photons of light whose wavelength is given and energy is 2 joules. So solve this question and I want the answer in the comment section.